Well, that thing does some strange
I'm like
things.
so bad.
Last Sunday,
Are you
it
muted?
stopped.
I don't know if you're muted.
No.
I can't hear you, but can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I don't know why I can't hear you. One day I'll get this set, but as long as you can hear me, then we're fine. Okay. So welcome to your Sunday night restore class. Let me just close the door. Bam, there we go. All right, let's start. Seated, as we always do. Maybe sit on a pillow or a blanket, nothing thick, just enough to like lift your hips up. So when you lift your hips up off of the, when you make your hips higher than your knees, you tend to sit up a lot taller. So that's what we want to do, is we want to sit up nice and tall. Because the taller that we sit, the easier the air is to come up and down into the body. Just go ahead and close your eyes, allow your hands to be in your lap. And just arrive in your space. Just tell yourself that we're now going to do yoga. Everything else can wait. Just let your breathing just come and go on its own. Don't change it. Don't do anything with it. Just start to settle the mind first. When the mind is settled, the body will follow. And if any thoughts come into the mind, the to-do list, or if the mind just wants to jump to all the things you have to do next week, just acknowledge that that's happening and then bring yourself back to breath. And by bringing yourself back to breath, I just mean by saying inhale, exhale. So it gives the mind something else to focus on. We're going to come off whatever we're sitting on and allow ourselves to be down on the ground, sitting but to floor. We're going to move into fire log. So fire log, let me just lower this. Fire log, our shin, our thighs and knee, we're making 90 degrees and we're just going on top of each other like that. I don't know if you can see. Whoops, let me move back a little bit so you can see better. How's that?
It's good. It's good.
So this is what it looks like. So put whatever leg on top that you wish to put on top, and that's fine. And then just allow your hands to just be in your lap or down by your side or wherever you'd like to put it. Put them, I should say. And then start to become aware of the breath. What is it doing? Where is it landing? Are you finding ease with the breath? Is it soft? Don't change anything, just be aware of it. And then while we're sitting here, becoming aware of the breath, let's just do some simple movements. Maybe you'd like to take some head circles. And notice what the breath is doing as we start to bring movement into the body. Go in the other direction. And then come back to center. Maybe just let the chin come down. Then let the head come back. And we're not going into the fullest expression of this. We're just allowing it to just happen. Let gravity doing its job. Just feeling it, the gentle stretch in the front of the throat, the gentle stretch in the back of the neck. Just taking our time, moving slowly and intentionally. Coming back to center. Notice what the breath is doing. Notice if it's changed. Maybe looking right and then left. Right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Remembering if any of these movements do not feel good, don't do them. Modify them as you'd like. Come back to center. Take some body circles. Sometimes we need to have gentle movement so that we can relax and find stillness. Kind of like just moving the energy around, but slowly. Switch directions. Come back to center. This time we're going to take a deep breath through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth, side out. We're going to switch our legs. So whatever leg was on top is now going to be on the bottom and vice versa. Same pose, fire log. Just sit up nice and tall. Come back a little bit on the sits bones. Lift the chin, relax the shoulders. Notice where the breath lands. Notice where the breath leaves. There is no wrong answer. Give yourself permission to just allow it to be. You don't have to do anything. Just do a slight twist to the right. Again, not going into the fullest expression, just very nice and softly. And then twist to the left. Moving your hands and your arms wherever is most comfortable for you. Come back to the right. Go to the left. Come back to center. And then maybe just sway side to side. So you can dip down if you'd like. You could just literally move side to side. You could just sit still. Put your right hand on your heart, left hand on top of the right hand. See if the breath and the movement sync with each other. You know, we always say, what if we feel stiff in the body, to stretch. If you feel stuck in energy, move. Doesn't have to be anything big, just nice gentle movements like we're doing right now, just allows the energy to move around. Come back to center, bring your hands down on your lap. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And we're gonna move into constructive rest. So just push everything off of the mat because we don't use any props in this. And we're literally just coming down on our back. Arms down by your side. Knees pointing up towards the sky. Feet are hip width distance. Unlike bridge, we don't want to touch our heels. We just want to be comfortable. And then we want to allow our low back to come down onto the mat. And as you lay here in constructive rest, notice how the body is slowly sinking down to the mat. How the shoulder blades are starting to relax. How the shoulders are coming back towards the mat. The fingers uncurl. The whole foot is on the floor. How the front of the torso starts to surrender down into the back of the torso. The head starts to become heavy. Bring the fingers to the belly. Just lightly lay the hand there. And then as you breathe, breathe deep into the belly. See if you can move the hands up as the belly takes the inhale. And let the fingers move down as the belly relaxes on your exhale. Belly breath. In and out through the nose. With ease. If it's too hard to breathe into the belly, then breathe as far as you can breathe. Remembering that restorative yoga is not about pushing yourself to the limits. It's the actual opposite. No stretch, no strain. Just total relaxation. Feel the feet grounded down into the earth. Allow your body to become heavier and heavier with each exhale. I used to always ask, how do you make your body heavy? It's like when you plop into your favorite chair after work and you're like, let the body flop with every exhale. That's how the body starts to become heavy. I invite you to set it in an intention for class. It can be whatever you'd like. Maybe your intention is just to fully show up, to surrender to the practice, to give yourself permission to be still. Maybe you'd like to send the calming ease, soft movements of this class to a friend who needs some relaxation. Whatever the intention is, when you have it, say it 3 times to yourself. Slowly open your eyes, roll to one side or the other, and come up to a seated position. We're going to move into our first pose, which is going to be squatted frog. And I know that sounds funny because we're supposed to be relaxed. So squatted frog is this. So see how we're not sitting on the floor and our hands are right here. But this time we're going to sit on something because this is restorative and we want to be relaxed. We don't want to have any strain. So if you have a pillow or a block or a book, we're going to sit on it. We're going to have our legs, feet pointing out, knees are up. And then we're just going to let our hands come in here, or we can rest them right here. We're only going to be here for 4 more minutes. That's it. So it's not going to be anything like really long and intense. But what I want you to concentrate on is I want you to concentrate on finding the ease in this pose, allowing yourself to be comfortable. You can let your head hang if you'd like. Sometimes it feels good to have that stretch at the very back of the neck to allow some of the tension from the shoulders and the neck to just melt away. Okay, very slowly bring your head up. And then we're just gonna bring our legs straight out in front. Stay exactly whatever you're sitting on, stay there. Just bring the legs out, let them stretch a little bit, maybe shake them. And then roll and take whatever you're sitting on out. We're gonna move into pigeon. So one of the first things you wanna do before pigeon is maybe get a blanket to put, like, it's gonna set like right here because we're gonna bring our leg forward. And maybe get another block or a pillow or another blanket to put underneath your hip. So we're gonna come into a tabletop. And then we're gonna take our right leg and we're gonna bring it through. So my right ankle is by my left hand and my right knee is by my right hand. And it does not have to be touching at all. Now, get on your left toes and push that left leg back. So now your hips are gonna drop towards the floor. Now that right underneath the right hip, you might want to put a blanket to like rest your hip on, if that makes sense. Is this comfortable for you?
Mhm.
I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna stare at you. Are you good? Or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So now that we're here, we're gonna come down on our forearms. Or you can come all the way down. So you can get a pillow to put your head on or a bolster. Sometimes that feels really good to just lay the head there. This is another pose that you want to allow your breath to find you some softness. So just breathe nice and even. Actually not box breath. If you inhale for the count of 4 and then exhale for the count of 4, that will help regulate the breath while we're in this pose. Keeping the count even also allows us to find more stillness. Okay, so we're gonna come up on our hands. And then we're gonna roll to, we're not gonna really roll, we're just gonna go to the left and bring the right leg all the way back. And then we're gonna come down and put our head on top of our hands. We're just gonna take a quick little belly shavasana. Allow the legs to be hip width distance apart. And allow the hips to sink down into the mat to give them some relief from being in pigeon. So of course, what we do on one side, we always do on the other. So we're gonna push back up into that tabletop. Doesn't have to be a perfect tabletop. We're just gonna be here just so that we can then bring the left knee forward. And then scoot that right leg back. And then maybe put a block or a pillow right here. And then once you're there, you can come down on your forearms, or you can come all the way down. Or you can put a pillow there to catch your head if you'd like. Coming back to counting the inhales and the exhales. But this time let's go a little longer. And let's count to 5 for our inhale and then 5 for our exhale. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just continue that for a little while. So slowly start to come up. We're going to straighten that left leg back behind us and we're going to come into that belly shavasana. So don't forget to move your stuff away. And then just allow the body to sink down into the mat. Let the back body settle down into the front body. Let the mat support you. Slowly roll to one side or the other, coming into a seated position. And we're going to move into supported bridge. So take a blanket or a pillow or whatever you need and just like roll the blanket. So it kind of looks like that. So we just want it long way. Perfect. And then let your legs be straight out in front. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it right here. So it's not going to be right against us. It's going to be a little bit away from us, probably like this much away from touching us. Yes. And then we're going to lay back over it. Once you are down, you're going to bring your feet to the mat. So that rolled blanket is really on your sacrum. Now let your arms open up, palms face up to the ceiling. Your legs are hip width distance apart. Try not to let the knees fall out or the knees fall in. So as we lay here, our heart is open. And just allow yourself to feel love for yourself. Shoulder blades are relaxed on the mat. Shoulders are falling back. Head is heavy. Palms up towards the sky is a receiving position because your hands are open, so you're willing to receive. So be willing to receive the love that you have for yourself. Receive it without judgment. Receive it with all goodness. Just let it lay on your heart. Very slowly bring your arms in. Roll to one side or the other. Just remove that blanket and then come right back onto the mat. And let's just rock the knees side to side just for a little bit. They don't have to go anywhere. Just sway side to side with the knees. Come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. Just give them a gentle little tug. Rock side to side one more time, letting the lower back get a nice little massage. And then straighten out the right leg, straighten out the left leg. Maybe take a nice little good morning stretch. Just bring the arms up overhead, just a tiny little bit, no strain, no effort. And then allow yourself to come into your final Shavasana. And as you lay here in your Shavasana, allow your practice to settle into every nook and cranny of the body, in every cell. Let it bring the softness, the stillness, the ease, the feeling of relaxation. Just allow that to envelope you and hold you and cradle you. And allow it to integrate into the body. Very slowly start to take your thumb and rub it over each finger pad. Just bringing soft little movements into the body. Maybe do it 2 times. And then wiggle the toes a little bit. Maybe move the feet side to side. Maybe move the head side to side as well. And then roll to your left side. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. And then your next inhale, come to a seated position. And when you're there, bring your hands to heart center. And then bow your head in gratitude. Gratitude for your practice, gratitude for showing up, gratitude for taking time for you. Thank you for coming to class. Thank you for sharing your energy, even if it's through Zoom. May you find peace and possibility with every breath that you take. I bow to you. I don't know why I cannot hear you. It's so weird. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you're on mute. Unmute yourself.
Oh,
Now speak.
yeah. Can you hear me?
I still can't hear you. I don't know what I'm so much better at home. Whoops, now I just. Thank you. Have a beautiful week. Hopefully I will see you Thursday. Bye.
Drive safe.
Do I
Drive
drive?
safe.
Did I drive to the studio?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Drive safe.
Thank you. Bye.